Hi, my name is Anton Boganskyi. I'm a co-founder of Roopor. Roopor is an audio streaming application which allows you to create live audio streams from anywhere around the world simply by pressing a button. So we came up with the idea with my friend Anton, the founder of Roopor. Once we were sitting and just talking about our crazy ideas and in business, art, everything, and we just realized that sometimes we don't have a chance to record what we want to share with other people. And we thought, like, how weird it is now that you can just record your ideas by voice and no one uses this. And how great it will be just to share with people around you or your friends or, people who are interested in this. And we were talking about it a lot, like thinking why is it like this? How cool is, just to speak now? Like, we are living in this gigantic media bubble now with lots of information around you. Internet is so available now. Everyone shares their thoughts by means of video, Instagram, Twitter, everything. But somehow no one uses such a simple methodics as just speaking, your primordial ability to talk. And we were just like thinking about this, and up to this time, my friend Anton found this competition on Publicist 90s, and we say, hey, let's test it on these guys. They're connected to media. Maybe it will be interesting for them. It works quite simple. You just need to press the button, name your broadcast, categorize it, and there you go. And you start streaming your voice all around the place, and people can connect to your broadcast. It's up to you to decide, is it like a closed one or an open one, for the people to hear you all around the world. Also, there's ability for people to interact with your conversation by sending you comments or questions via chat, so you can directly answer them and engage them in the conversation. And its simplicity is the main feature we want to develop in the application. Previous formats like podcasts or online radio stations, they kind of have this ability, but it takes so much effort to create a broadcast there or create your own personal podcast. Almost like, I would say, from 5 to 8 actions you have to take from your computer, definitely not from your phone. At the moment, there are applications on the market that are focusing on streaming content, basically, particularly video, pictures, text. But not too many of them are focusing on audio content, and the ones who are, they're not tackling it in the way we see it. And we see it as something very simple for everyone to share their thoughts with the world. At the moment, we have quite a flexible team. At the moment, it's 7 people working there. And we have like share different functions. I mean, at the competition stage, we had to share lots of functions because there were just 4 of us. Now we're slowly expanding, and there are like departments responsible for marketing, for technical development, for networking, for press releases, and so on. Well, Publicis is basically a gigantic media holding, the 3rd one in the world, and probably the biggest one in Europe. And we found the competition quite accidentally, just on the internet, reading some article. And it was very open, and it was dedicated that Publicis celebrates 90 years from its foundation this year. And it was searching for people around the world who want to develop interesting ideas connected to IT market. So that's how we got there. It was easy as that, just registering and go for it. Well, there were more than 6,000 participants at the beginning participating in this contest, and there were just 3,000 to 300 to 210, and then there were 90 teams who got to the finals. From those teams, there were about like 30 teams who were like from Publicis, so they had like different rules and priorities in developing their projects, and the other ones got the bronze, silver, platinum, and the Grand Prix awards accordingly. So we got the golden awards, and basically the first 30 projects from those 6,000 in the beginning. Well, all the participants who got the golden awards, about 18 of them, they got a funding of 100,000 euros. And it is structured like Publicis is structuring it like that, so it has to be invested in developing of your project in a period of 1 to 2 years. So at the moment we're focusing on that. Our next stage is to develop a working MVP, to test it and launch the already functional product within half a year or so. The best feature that this competition gave us was that Publicis provides us mentoring in spheres of commerce, marketing, digital media, and stuff like that, which will be very helpful for us in reducing our expenditure or entering the markets apart from Ukraine, which we are not very yet aware of. As I see the state of IT industry in Ukraine now, it's definitely one of the most prospective spheres in the whole Ukrainian economy. What's even more, people all around the world know about this. At the Publicis contest and award ceremony, lots of people asked us already. They are familiar with our IT specialists. And the Ukrainian IT market is so rapidly developing. I mean, the latest statistics say it's about 3% of the state GDP at the moment. And there's much more to go from here. Well, the main problems, as far as I see them, is the lack of dialogue between the legislative base and the IT sector, basically this kind of middle-class business. In particular, the form of cooperation between IT specialists and clients. I mean, it's funny, you know, you still need a seal on your document to make the deal go through, whereas in the world everything's done like online now. Even to install Skype, for example, if you want to go it through a company. I would say, yeah, lack of dialogue between the government. The government should be more interested in reducing the barriers between the implementation of all the projects from IT industry in Ukraine to the world. Well, as far as I can see it in the future, it will be great if our government and the country would kind of participate more in this, in developing this prospective sphere straight from the beginning. Each year, like thousands of specialists in IT sphere graduate, but the local market, the amount of it, as well as the salary, makes lots of very qualified specialists just leave the country and work for already developed IT companies in the US or in Europe. And I would say that's a big shame, because we have big potential and people know about this already around the world. Well, I don't come straightforward from the IT background, neither half of our team, but I was connected to modern technologies in my profession, which was architecture, a lot. I would say it's more about the idea and realization. You have to really believe in what you're doing and know how to present it. Because that's the essence of all those competitions. They don't ask you, to be an expert in things that you're not yet familiar, but they're interested if you're having some great idea to help you to implement this. And Publicis 90's competition was great about that, because they guide you through all those processes, which were completely like a jungle for me at the beginning, as well as half of our team. I would say go for it, don't be afraid, explore the digital world. There are so many possibilities are there, and they're open for you.